We all know that the onboard audio from most webcams, cameras, smartphones are terrible and sound something like this, especially if you're far away from the built-in microphone. But did you know that you could get close to professional audio with a cheap microphone for about £10 in the UK and about $20 in the US, like this lapel or lavalier mic? Let's do this. Roll the intro. Hey name tags and welcome. This is Ash from Heal My Tech, helping you go from newbie to techie. On this channel we do reviews, repairs and tech tutorials. So if you're new here, consider subscribing, enable the bell icon notification, and everyone smash that like button for more videos like this one. This video is not sponsored, but please consider using my Amazon affiliate links. It's going to help the channel out and it's not going to cost you anything extra. Thanks a million. For the whole of this video I will be speaking directly into this lapel mic, plugged into the Zoom H1 at 50 gain input, 48 kHz and 24-bit recording on wave format, with some audio effects added in Audacity. I've done a video on that, how to add the effects and make your voice more beautiful. Check out the video up there and in the link below. When we do some sound tests later, I will indicate to you when we're not using any added effects so you can hear the raw audio format. Also, this room is not treated for acoustics. So if I had to pick only one microphone for the rest of my YouTube presence, it would be this microphone from CQ or something of its equivalent. And that's because out of all my other microphones that I possess, and I have about 10 of them for different situations, this one is the most versatile ones and it works with a lot of devices. And the most important thing, it actually produces some decent quality audio for the price. So this CQ lavalier microphone is part of a range of similar price. I think they are actually the same microphone but with different stamp or different make on them, or they come with different accessories. Probably all of them are the same Chinese brand. It's meant to work with different types of smartphones, both Apple and Android, and both the ones I've tested, which is namely the Samsung Galaxy S7 and an iPhone 6, it works fine. But I would actually advise you to check for your own specific model before you buy. You never know with compatibility. It came in a small pouch. Inside you will find the lapel mic of around 2-meter cable length with a 3.5mm TRRS input jack, a couple of wind forms, a lapel clip, but not the one that I'm wearing right now because I actually broke my one, so I'm using this rather girly clip, a 3.5mm TRRS to TRS right angled adapter, and another 3.5mm adapter and a small manual. The TRRS plug is actually for smartphones, so to use it with a field recorder you need to actually plug in the right angled TRRS to TRS adapter, which can also be plugged straight into a DSLR camera or into the PC directly. This is a condenser microphone with omnidirectional polar pattern pickup, which means it's going to pick up noise and sound from all around equally. So the idea is to have it as close as possible to the talent so you can reduce the gain and therefore reduce the background noise like hiss. It doesn't require any battery or phantom power to work. So now let's do some sample tests from different devices. For the test, I'm not going to put any sound effects so you can actually hear the raw audio format, but you're going to need to use headphones to distinguish between the different devices and also hear the sound quality properly. First, some silence so you can hear the background noise including any hiss, and I'm going to be using the Zoom H1 gain input 50, 48 kHz and 24-bit recording wave format. The only thing that I've got in the background right now is my computer running, so if you want to see my setup for that, you can watch the video up there or in the description below. Now for a couple of smartphone tests. This is what it sounds like to record on a Samsung Galaxy S7. And this is what it sounds like to record with an iPhone 6. And this is what it sounds like plug it into a DSLR, the Canon 650D, with the manual audio at about -12 dB. And this is what it sounds like plugged straight into the computer at gain input 90 into Audacity. And now for comparison, this is what it sounds like without any additional sound effects plugged into the Zoom H1 raw. And this is what it sounds like when we plug into the Zoom H1 with some additional effects in Audacity. And for comparison, this is what the Boya BYM1 sounds like, which costs about £15 in the UK and $20 in the US, with some audio effects at the same settings. And for another comparison, this is what the JK Mic J044, which costs around £25 or $29, sounds like at the same settings with some audio effects. Okay, pros and cons of this mic. Now the pro, it's cheap, it's easy to use, just plug and go. It's very versatile, it works on all kinds of devices, so smartphones, computers, cameras, and field recorders. It doesn't require any battery or phantom power to operate, and is decent audio quality for the price. And now for the cons. To be honest with you, at this price point, I have no cons for this specific microphone because it's more about the features you're not going to get, because you're going to get what you pay for. So on that note, there's no on-off button or LED light to indicate whether the microphone is working, so you're going to need to test before you record. There is some background noise with a bit of hiss, which is a bit louder than the Boya BYM1, but you can always take this off in Audacity. There's also no gain input, and depending on the smartphone you use, the native app that it comes with may not have any gain control as well, but there are apps on most smartphones to be able to give you that level of control when using with a smartphone. On other devices like a DSLR, like the computer, like a field recorder, we can always adjust the gain, not a problem. And that's about it in terms of the cons. Now, I actually prefer this microphone to the more popular Boya BYM1, which is supposed to be slightly better quality, and even sometimes to the more popular JK J044 for a couple of reasons. So number one, the fact that this doesn't require any battery to operate or any phantom power is a huge lifesaver. So many times I've actually used the Boya BYM1 where I didn't check or I was in a hurry and the battery actually died, so I ended up not having any audio recording, which is really a pain in the bum. And the second thing, the 2-meter length cable is, in my opinion, quite ideal. The Boya BYM1, I forget, is either 5 or 6 meters long, and it's such a pain. It always gets tangled, and sometimes I've been so late to try and record something and it really caused me a lot of problems in terms of whole production. So I actually prefer this. It's easily just set and go and plug in, no problem. Now for my final thoughts. Improving your audio is the most important thing you could do after telling a good story and before the actual quality of the camera or even the lighting. Try watching a video with bad visuals but good audio, and a video with good visuals but bad audio, and you'll see a huge difference. You're always going to prefer a video with better quality audio. I think most YouTubers could do with this in their arsenal equipment as their backup microphone. Even some would use it as a main piece of equipment, as their main recording, as long as they're only doing a one-person show. Obviously, the limitations of any lavalier microphones is that you can't really do things like interviews, and it's a bit of a problem, but that requires a different type of microphone and not specific to this lapel microphone. In fact, do you know what I want to do? I want to actually get one of those cheap £1 or $1 microphone from eBay, from China, and see what we can do, because in hindsight I've learned that it takes a lot more than the actual quality of the microphone, which isn't dictated by how much it costs to produce better quality audio. So I'm really curious to find out what we can do with a £1 or $1 microphone from eBay. If you want to see that, let me know in the comments below and I'm going to do that video just for you. Okay, that's the end of today's video. So what do you guys think? Is this microphone decent enough for you to consider maybe including it into your YouTube filming equipment? Let me know. So if you're wondering what to watch next, I have a couple of videos going to show up at the end of the screen, I think somewhere there. Go check them out. As usual, you know what to do down below. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, share this video, and subscribe if you've not done so yet. And also remember to use my Amazon affiliate links to help the channel out. Once again, this was a pleasure. This was Ash from Hill My Tech, helping you go from newbie to techie. Until next time, peace out.